Good evening, Spreaker fans. This is John Jeff. Just a reminder, folks, if you have any comments or complaints, you can tweet me with the hashtag at STADALMAN. You can email me at jjstad2014@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on one of two Facebook pages. The first one is Jeff Stadelman, STADALMAN, or JJ Stad. Those are the best and only ways to get a hold of me. Sorry, folks, no phone calls yet. Well, this is a local one for all those Philly fans, and you know what? It's hilarious in Philly. It's a city pride thing, and I love it. I think it's hilarious. I think they need to keep doing it, and I guarantee you they will. But anyway, this year, Wing Bowl 22 went down. They have two divisions, the amateur, which is mostly college kids, and the professional eaters. Well, in the college division, the competition was won by the Polish Punisher, Sebastian Jankowski, who won with 68 wings, and he won a new car. They didn't tell me which one. Also, Philadelphia's Eagles offensive lineman John Kelsey didn't get past the first round of the professional eaters. He only ate 65 wings. This man's a 250-pound man, and he couldn't even eat as many as a college kid. Come on! What are you doing here, Kelsey? Hopefully you block better than you eat. But anyway, the best and the most hilarious is this year's winner, Molly Slayer, won Wing Bowl 22 with 363 wings. That is the most by any man or woman in Wing Bowl history. So that's all I gotta say is wow. And if you've seen a picture of this lady, she's not exactly what you call overweight, obese, or anything like that. They were even saying when she was walking in with the wingettes, the competitors were looking around going, which one's the competitor and which one's the wingette? So what does that tell you? But alright, enough about Wing Bowl, enough about Philly pride, at least for now. In the NFL news, Giants defensive end Justin Tuck will indeed test the NFL's free agent market for the first time in his career this offseason. He wants to see how much he can make. He has decided that whatever the Giants have offered him, if they've even made him an offer, is not worth what he is taking. Tuck will be 31 this offseason, and he is coming off 2 injury seasons in 2011 and 2012, but had 11 sacks this past season. So tell me, would you take Justin Tuck on your team? If this was Andy Reid's defense 2 years ago, I would take him. But under Chip Kelly, I don't see him making a difference on the team. If you're going to run a 4-3, yeah, take him. Take a chance on him. He might even make a good offense or secondary defensive end, but in a 3-4, he does not work. So depending on what kind of defensive scheme you're working, that depends on whether you take him. If this was a 4-3, I would definitely take him, especially for a backup, but a 3-4 doesn't work. So in other news, and this is just for all those NASCAR fans, you know, the sport all you got to do is be able to drive left in. NASCAR is changing its chase for the Cup rules since the first time it was inducted and introduced in 2004. The main two changes are the changing the field from 12 to 16 drivers and emphasizing wins in winning the final championship. The first 28 races of the season will be called... Wait, what? Oh, I'm sorry. The first 26 races, if you win any of one of the first 26 races, you're guaranteed in the first 10, in the final 10 races. The number 2 change, 12, the The wild card will be the final will be 12 to 16 drivers instead of 12 drivers. There will be 16 eligible for the big cup win. The number of drivers in contention for the championship will decrease after every 3 races when it's down to the final 16. So when it's 16, after 3 races, it'll go down to 13, then 10, then 7, then 6, and then it'll eliminate from them. A win by a championship-eligible driver in any chase race clinches the winning driver to go on to the next round. 4 racers will win the 4 racers will enter the championship with a chance to win the title, and the competitor to go with the highest finish in the last race of a season will be the champion. So tell me, does this intrigue you? Do these changes make you want to watch NASCAR even more? Do you even notice the changes? I mean, to me, NASCAR is still, you're driving around, you're going in a left-handed circle, you're really not doing much. To me, it's just, I'm sitting there and I'm waiting for an accident. That's the only reason I'm watching NASCAR. It doesn't intrigue me one bit. But hey, maybe some of you people are out there, you can explain to me the big deal about NASCAR, and you can tell me if it's going to make you want to watch it. But to me, it's just not worth it. Also, in more NFL news, free agent kicker to be, Indianapolis Colt, Adam Vinatieri, wants to kick at least 2 to 3 more years. Vinatieri made 35 of 40 field goals this year, and all 34 extra points. He made 4 of 6 from 50-plus yards and 15 of 17 of 40 to 49 yards. So tell me, would you take Vinatieri? I would say, you know what, 2 to 3 years. He's one of the league's best kickers. I take him on the Eagles. I mean, Henry, he wasn't that great this year, and Vinatieri's a proven kicker. He's a proven commodity. And as great of a defense as you need to win a Super Bowl, you need that kicker. Because you never know when an extra point or when a field goal is going to come in handy for that win. So I would definitely take Vinatieri, especially if he says he's only going to go 2 to 3 more years. That's all he wants. Yeah, he wants to stay with the Colts, but he realizes they may not give him the chance. So yeah, I would definitely take him and see what happens. Maybe you sign him to the 2-3 year deal, and if the second year doesn't work out that great, then you cut him. But, I mean, he's Adam Vinatieri. He's the greatest kicker of all time. And if you're going to put a kicker like Gary Anderson in the Hall of Fame, or even put him down for consideration, you definitely have to put Adam Vinatieri down for consideration when he retires. If not, put him in the Hall. So, tell me, what do you think? Would you take Vinatieri as your team's kicker? The Rams have hired former New Orleans Saints defensive coordinator Greg Williams as their defensive coordinator after the Saints Bountygate scandal. As this was, before this came down, the Rams were going to hire Williams for this position. Now, my question to you, with Jeff Fisher hiring Williams, is this a good move? Are we sure that Williams won't screw up and hurt the St. Louis Rams like he did the New Orleans Saints? Are we sure there's not going to be another Bountygate? I mean, yes, he was an assistant for the Tennessee Titans this year, and supposedly there were no problems, but that's one season. What's he going to do as a defensive coordinator and having all the powers? If they get out of hand, and what's he going to say? Oh, I didn't know what they were doing. I'm not sure what they were doing. I wasn't watching them 24/7 like supposedly I was supposed to. Come on now. I think hiring this man as a defensive coordinator is a risk. Yes, they're saying that the main reason they're giving Greg Williams another chance is because Rex Ryan went to the New Orleans Saints. I understand that. You didn't get your number one guy last year. But you're taking a gamble on this man. Is he worth it? Would you do it? I don't think I would. He may have a good reputation, but he definitely now has a bad reputation, and you're going to have to watch what he does and what his players do in that locker room. Tell me what you think. Reports leaked out that Kyrie Martin wanted out of Cleveland last night. But on Friday, he said he was happy and wanted to stay with the Cavs. Do you believe him, or is he just pulling another LeBron James type move? You know what? I say if he's saying he's happy, he's going to stay. He's not LeBron James. LeBron James, in my opinion, has always been overrated, cocky, and full of himself. Everybody and their mom knew that LeBron James was going to the Miami Heat. When that whole free agency went down and Chris Bosh, LeBron James, and Dwayne Wade were all like in one hotel room, sitting around, chit-chatting, going, what are we going to do? Where are we going to go? And Cleveland didn't make a move for Bosh or Wade. You all knew they were going back to Miami. It was Dwayne Wade, he was the first one to sign. A day later, it was Bosh, and LeBron just played it cool, like, oh, I haven't made up my mind. People were making bets. We're gonna say he's going to go to Cleveland. We're gonna say he's going to go to Miami. Guess what? He went to Miami. I just don't see Martin doing that. I don't see him playing that type of game. Tell me what you think. I could be wrong, but I just don't see it. I see him as more of a class act than LeBron James. Okay, well, with the Super Bowl less than 48 hours away, I have some memories going back to the Super Bowl. 14 years ago, the Tennessee Titans and Eddie George experienced the longest yard, not the movie, but the true longest yards, as George was tackled at the Rams' 1 yard line and time expired, giving the Rams the win. Is this the greatest ending to the Super Bowl? I would have to say, if it's not the greatest, the 1991 Super Bowl was just as good, because on that one, that's when the Buffalo Bills lost 20-19. The field goal kicker, I think it was Lowry, went up. He nailed it. It looked perfect. The wind took it, and it went just right. It just went outside of the upright, and the Giants came back with the win. I mean, that's just as better. That's just as good, if not better. I mean, that was heartbreaking. You could see the ball going through the uprights, and then you just saw the wind take it. Like, I'm sorry, I'm a Giants fan. Just enough to make it move. But, I mean, either way, you're looking at two of the most heartbreaking defeats in Super Bowl history. Tell me, who do you have as the most heartbreaking loss? I mean, a lot of people probably say, well, what about the New England Patriots? They went 16-0 and they lost, and they're not labeled as the greatest team of all times. You know what? I understand a lot of people's argument there, just because the Miami Dolphins, they went 16-0. You know what? If the Dolphins played 16 regular season games nowadays, I guarantee you they wouldn't be the greatest team of all time either, because they wouldn't have gone 16-0. So, to me, that's neither here nor there. You're not going to be able to compare decades and new rule changes and all that. So, no matter what happens there, you're going to have different opinions and different rules. So, Eagles fans, star running back LaShawn McCoy says he would not want outspoken cornerback Richard Sherman on the team because his antics are bad for team chemistry and his antics are too much. Do you agree with LaShawn McCoy?